Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be reviewing a game that I played as Black against Hiro Uchimaya in the latest Gambito. Well, let's get right on into the video. So the game started with, d4, knight f6, knight f3, g6, bishop to f4, bishop to g7, queen to d2, castles, knight to c3, d6, bishop h6, and bishop to e6. Now, bishop to e6 is a mistake because it allows for h4 and bishop to g4. Right now, h4 allows him to attack my king, and then he can castle long, in which my king will have more pressure on it than his, and he can form more attacks along the king side. But instead he played long castles immediately, missing the move h4. I played knight to d5, allowing the move bishop takes g7 or knight takes d5. Knight takes, bishop takes, king to b1 is a mistake because it allows for knight to d7, bishop takes, king takes, h4, knight to f6. Now in this position here, it may look that he has a pretty scary pawn right here, but in reality, this knight and this pawn pretty much keep it in check, and there's almost no more threats unless he plays g4, g5, knight back, and then h5. But for now, that's not a threat. Played knight to e1, and I played a5. Instead, I could have played e5, opening up the center because he has his knight and his bishop both on their starting rank, while my pieces are actually more developed. However, I played a5, trying to attack his king, f3, b5. Now all it is a race to get your pawns to the other side of the king, and his pawns are closer, so he's better in this position. I played h5, trying to block off his h5 option. He played queen to g5, a mistake. Allows for my rook to go back to h8, and it pretty much protects this h5 pawn. If he takes, rook takes, and I'm safe. Queen to g5, e6, takes, knight takes, queen to g4, b4, rook to g1, knight to f6, queen to g5, and knight to h7. In this position, I'm trying to trade off the queens because he has more activity on my side. And trading off the queens will allow me to basically close down the position and have a better chance in the endgame. However, he played just queen to g3, and I played queen to f6. Now, this is a mistake because it allows for e4, bishop c6, and h5. Instead of playing queen to g3, I could have queen to f6. I could have spent my tempo on playing another move that protects the h5 square, like knight back to f6. But instead, I played this move, and after he played h5, I played a4, bishop to d3, queen takes d4, takes, f takes, and queen takes. Now, when I played queen takes d4, I thought maybe I would be fast enough to play a3 and then maybe attack some more on his king side. But his pawn was too strong, and after f takes, queen takes, king to h8, and e5, I did not see this move. e5, I did not see this move. Now he's threatening checkmate in two spots. The e5 pawn blocks off my queen's protection of the g7 square, therefore meaning that there's a checkmate threat on g7. And it opens up a file battery with the queen and the bishop also threatening the h7 square. Rook to f7 is the best move. Queen takes. Knight to g5, rook to h1, and he played checkmate.